Israel strikes military targets in Iran, a response to ongoing tensions. On Saturday, the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, conducted 3 waves of pre-dawn strikes on military targets in Iran, marking what U.S. officials hope will be the conclusion of a hostile exchange between the two nations. The strikes targeted aerial defense systems and missile manufacturing facilities while avoiding nuclear and oil sites, indicating a measured approach aimed at deterrence without escalating the conflict further. Following the attacks, a senior Biden administration official expressed the view that this should signal the end of direct military engagements between Israel and Iran, emphasizing that this perspective has been communicated to regional partners. In response, Iran's foreign ministry condemned the strikes, asserting its right to self-defense, but refraining from threats of immediate retaliation. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian previously indicated that Iran does not seek a wider conflict in the Middle East, a sentiment echoed by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, who warned against a major war that could involve the U.S. While Iran's army reported 2 soldiers killed and acknowledged that the strikes targeted military centers in Tehran, Khuzestan, and Elam, it characterized the damage as limited, claiming successful interception of the attacks. Explosions were reported in Tehran, with state media confirming that air defense forces engaged with Israeli projectiles, although the capital itself was not directly struck. The attacks drew widespread condemnation from Middle Eastern nations, with Qatar and Saudi Arabia labeling it a violation of Iranian sovereignty and Jordan calling it a dangerous escalation. The IDF stated that the strikes were in retaliation for months of attacks from Iran and its allies. This cycle of response escalated earlier this month when Iran launched missiles at Israel, claiming it was in retaliation for the assassination of Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. Historically, Israel and Iran have been engaged in a shadow war, primarily fought through covert operations and proxies rather than direct military confrontations. U.S. defense officials noted that Israel had informed American counterparts about the strikes in advance, although the U.S. was not involved. Experts suggest that the limited nature of Israel's attack might reduce the likelihood of Iranian retaliation, providing an opportunity for de-escalation. Some analysts believe that Iran's downplaying of the strikes allows for a narrative of closure, potentially opening the door for diplomatic discussions rather than continued military action. The situation remains fluid, and while there is cautious optimism about reducing direct conflict, the long-term implications of these actions are still uncertain.